Hello, good morning. My name is Lisa Schmid. Welcome to the Stamper Studio. It is Saturday, and this morning I looked outside, and it is beautiful here in Minnesota. It is cold. It is a -2 degrees, but when I looked outside the window, it is absolutely gorgeous because there's tons of snow. So, if that, I would love to hear where you're from, and is it warm or is it cold? If it's warm, just keep that to yourself, okay? um, I'm excited to wrap up today our
Launch preview.
Jumpstart 2023. And what that is all week we've been coming to you with some videos showing you some beautiful things from our new mini catalog. We call it the Spring Mini. We being Dave and I, we call it the Spring Mini. And this launched on Thursday. So if you haven't had a chance to look through it or order, hop on that train right away because it just opened on Thursday. And as you and I know, sometimes things get back ordered and we want to get them before they get there. So I'm going to show you a stamp set today called Share a Milkshake. It is so cute. It's so cute. And it uses some designer series paper that you can get for free. I love free things, don't you? All right, you ready to get started? Let's go ahead. We have any of our friends here yet?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to use this Share a Milkshake stamp set and dies. And it is super cute because we have Life is Sweeter with You, which I'm going to say Life is Sweeter with You. Celebrate, you're the cherry on top. And I love that there's a Be My Valentine because even though we just came through Christmas, that's on the horizon. So a funny thing about Valentine's Day is Dave and I used to own a balloon decorating company. So Valentine's Day, not a big deal to us because that was our biggest holiday of the year for delivering balloons.
We delivered hundreds and hundreds of balloon bouquets on
Yep.
Valentine's Day. It was 48 hours of straight work.
Yep, we would rent out a space, rent more vans, hire more people. 3 months of business for one holiday. Anyway, then we've got these fun milkshake, or cup for a milkshake. This one is kind of funky. I'll show you that one. We've got this fun little sundae cup and then a kind of funky to decorate that. We've got some hearts, got ice cream, and of course we've got the fudge is on the inside. And don't forget the cherry.
Hi, Cheryl.
And then we've got, good morning.
And don't forget, January is National Milkshake Month.
Hey, Cheryl. That's why I was doing this. Appreciate that. Awesome. So we've got the dies, and I will show you these in more detail. And let me show you here. How fun is this? So here is, I just die cut this out of designer series paper, which I'll show you in a moment. Stamped it and die cut it out, or stamped it with that, I don't know, it's kind of a funky design. It gives a little bit more texture and design on the milkshake. Then we've got the bowl, which I just die cut out of cardstock, and I'm using fresh freesia here. This is positively pink. So a polished pink. So just die cut it out of paper, or the cute little design thing, or just the stamping it. Then we've got this spoon, which is so cute. And you can stamp the spoon. Look at that. So you can stamp the spoon, or you can just die cut it out of silver. I suppose you could have a gold spoon, but I tend to think of silver as my spoon. I've also got this darling, the straws. So the straws are kind of fun because you have a striped straw or you have a solid straw. So you can do just the solid straw, you can do just the striped straw, or you can combine them together and have both colors. Can you see that there? Have two colors on your straw. We've got a larger ice cream. Why would you want smaller? I don't know, but larger ice cream with the caramel sauce on this one because the espresso didn't show up as well on the basic black. And then we've got one for the ice cream cup. You could do either on either. I was thinking it'd be funny to do this ice cream in here with this as like whipped cream. And then we've got some hearts. That's a 3-in-1 die, which I always think that's really fun because you have one die, but you get 3 images. So it's a 3-for-1, not a 2-for, a 3-for-1. Don't forget, look at this fun die. Do you see that? How cute is that? Yes, it's a waffle cone. And so here is our little waffle cone die cut. And then when you actually fold it to make a waffle cone, I put some espresso or some crumb cake ink on it to make it pop out a little bit more and have a little bit more texture there as well.
Or use the waffle cone.
You could cut this out and make it just a flat waffle cone. Is that what you're saying?
I'm looking at the pattern that your thumb's on.
Yes, my thumb is right here. And this is just a fun background, or like Dave said, I suppose you could use that, yeah, for the waffle cone. Sure. Texture. Dave's really into texture right now. We'll tell you why in a little bit. Oh, yeah. The other thing that's kind of fun are these little drips. I mean, it's just a small little stamp, but I think that's really fun too. Then, of course, we've got these words like I mentioned. And this one, it's kind of fun to show you that this one, I didn't use any dies on that. I just stamped the 3 pieces and the little milk drips of ice cream. And it's darling. It's very cute. So let me go ahead and let's make a card. And it is a fun fold today. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to have to show you one more thing. And look how cute this is. I have my cup of coffee and it says a cup of happy. Can't tip it, but do more. Right here it says do more of what makes you happy. And let me tell you what that is.
Hold it up to your up.
Oh, there we go. So, it's on both sides. Cup of happy. And then it says on the inside, do more. Here we go this way. There we go. Do more of what makes you happy. And I don't know about you, but for me, that would be stamping. That's a given. So I'm going to move that out of the way so I do not get that all over. All right. So I took my cardstock, which I happened to set in ink the other day, but that's okay. I'm just going to have that be my background or back side of the card. That doesn't matter. And then I'm going to use, I just decided to use this darling designer series paper. I should do this like this so you think, oh yes, it's all right there. There we go.
Zing.
Just like that. And then these dies, I didn't bring over the dies, but they are I got to write that down. The something
Layering
shapes.
circle dies?
Nope. It's
stylish shapes?
Stylish shapes. There we go. See, I don't need a brain. I have my husband. The stylish shape dies, which have circles and squares and banners. Super cute with the little stitching. So I layered this on here like that, my designer series paper, and ran it through, and I have that. So I'm going to attach that, and then I'm going to show you, where is this designer series paper from? I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and stick this on first. Ooh. I like to, when I die cut a circle, I like to make sure, or any shape, that I get these sides here and get them, because that's the part on either side of the circle, that's probably the part that's going to, could pop up a little bit. There we go. I could have folded the card in half first, but I'm looking at these 3 edges and I'm going to get those and my circle centered. And yes, then I will fold my card, which I did not score this time. Unusual. I always score them. And that's partly why. All right. There we go. Nice. I like to score them because then I know I got it. There we go. Okay. So there is just our simple card. I want to show you this amazing designer series paper is free when you order $100. So this paper to me like screams spring. I can just hear it coming off the page. Spring, spring, spring. And my birthday's in spring, March 20th, so I like that. But I also just love spring. Let me show you this paper. It is so, all right, I'm going to pull it all the way out, and I'm going to get just my full sheets, maybe. I'm just going to go like this. Here we go. All right, so the background, we got polka dots in this fresh freesia and mango. We got more fresh freesia. Isn't that so fun? I'm going to come back to that. This is my favorite color. So I think it's actually Granny Apple Green and Parakeet Party kind of mixed together, which is golden. We've got these fun Mango Melody stars. What's on the back? Oh, is that ever great? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to push that aside because look how fun this is with these colors that coordinate together. On the back of this one,
hey, Patty,
look how fun. So I'm pushing the green ones under so you can just see this color pattern for the first set. Then we've got this great color pattern. So there's like 3 color patterns in here. Of course, you could mix and match them, but look how fun. I love polka dots. More than stripes, I like polka dots. But look how fun these are. Coastal Cabana, balmy blue, mixed in with this beautiful parakeet party or green. Look how fun. So we've got blues and greens. We've got mango melody and calypso coral. And then we've also got the shades of pale papaya and the fresh freesia. So lots of fun papers. There are 48. That's right, 48. You heard me correctly. 48 sheets in here. And every one of these I just think is super darling. So let me set those aside and come back to my, I'll set them under here, come back to my card. All right, so we've got that done. Great. Now we are going to do the inside. So this is a fun fold, and here's how we're going to do the inside. We're going to cut our paper at 5 1/4 by 6 1/2. Okay, 5 1/4 by 6 1/2. So 5 1/4, 6 1/2. Then I'm going to score it at 3 inches at 4 3/16, which if you have trouble with the 16ths, it's 4 1/4 plus one more mark. 5 3/16, which is 5 1/4 and one more mark. Okay, so that's what I did here. And I'll take a picture of that and put it in the chat so you can see it. But that's what I did here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to fold this forward like that. And this, by the way, is in this month's card kit. So Dave, I'm sure will tell you about that in a moment. Yes? Oops, I'm going to fold this way.
Sure.
He's working on so many things right now. So I'm making like this little box. Do you see that? That's what's going to go inside here. So first thing I'm going to do is just adhere this on the edges like that, because this part will take care of itself in a moment. So I'm going to get just my edges where they need to be. Let's get this out of the way. We have so many exciting things to tell you this morning. I'm very excited. All right. So this is going to go right here like that, like that. Okay. So that's all I've adhered in so
Morning,
far.
Diane.
All right. So now I want to put adhesive just here. I don't want to put adhesive on this whole piece, because on this whole piece, I don't want to do that. I just want it on this piece right here. And I'll show you why in a second. I'm just going to use our tear and stick tape just because it kind of makes it easier for me. It's not that it's going to be so, no one's going to pull on it to make it come apart. So it's not really for strength, but it just, I don't know, just easier on this one little strip. So when I do that, I like to push really hard on here and then peel it up just like this. There we go. Now this piece is going to sit, I'm going to turn it this way. This piece is going to sit right there, like that. Oops, you know what? I did that wrong. I'm going to pull that off, sorry. This piece is going to sit, and I know you're thinking, oh no, you put tear and stick tape on it. No problem. This piece is going to stick this way. I'm going to flatten this out just like that. I'm going to use my bone folder and make sure I've got it nice and flat. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then this is going to fold like that. Okay. You can see why I didn't want adhesive on this piece right here. So,
No, your finished one.
there you go. So you can see why I didn't want adhesive on this part, because then, well, you'll see in a second if you don't see it right now. Okay, so I've got that. That's my base. Okay, and remember, here's our dimensions. So 5 1/4 by 6 1/2. And like I said, I'll put that in the chat. All right, now we're ready to make our little design, our little piece that we want to make to put here. So I'm going to take out of here, I die cut. Remember, I have my designer series paper, and I also underneath it, of course, have the cardstock, because that's how I did it. So I'm going to design on top of this cardstock, and we'll come back to this in a little bit. Okay, we're ready for the milkshake. Okay, so in our milkshake, I know, here it is. I'm going to use this cute little, I just die cut it out of that designer series paper. Isn't that so fun? And I'm going to do this flat, because we're going to pop up like the ice cream and probably not the straw, but the ice cream for sure. I'm going to go as low oh, you know what? I'm going to go as low as I can. And I remember I'm going to actually trim this a little bit because it's going to be a little bit too tall because I want to make sure it stays on the card. Okay, we are ready to stamp. We're going to stamp and we're going to die cut just a few things. So I'm going to use pale papaya and, oh no, you don't have it, I have it. Pale papaya is going to be for my ice cream. Do you ever find those dimensional pieces like everywhere? Everywhere. I do. We find them all over the place.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Because they stick to our slippers. They stick to our...
Not as bad as Perlex.
Perlex is long gone, love.
Thankfully.
Somebody recently mentioned that Perlex, it's kind of like Perlex. I was like, oh, that is not a good thing in my family.
4-letter word.
It's not. It's 5 + 2, 7. All right, you're done with that?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp my cherry in. You just swing back here for a moment, hon, so I can make sure we're in the right. Yes, I am. Okay. I'm going to stamp that in the cherry in. Cherry would be a good color for red, wouldn't it? But that's in real red. And then the last thing I'm going to do is stamp my straw. And for my straw, I'm just going to stamp the striped part. I could do both. I could do one. I could die cut just the straw, but I really like the stripe. So I am going to put that. I'm going to put it right here. I can get it all on that sheet. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and die cut these out. My watch is buzzing, so if one of you are calling me right now, sorry, can't help you. Just kidding. All right, so one thing I like to use is either...
Morning, Barb.
Hi, Barb. Does it have a name?
The fun fold.
Yeah, does it? Let's make a name. Box fold? I don't know. We can make a name. That's my finished card, by the way. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's think about a name and put it in the chat. So on these, I kind of do like, I do my squish the bug, but on this one, I just tore off a little piece of Post-it note. Just stick it on there, make sure it stays. Sometimes I use washi tape. That works well. Sometimes I just use a Post-it note because I got 3 things going on here. And so if I'm doing just one, I'm okay. But these, I really want them in the exact space, right? So there we go. Stick a little Post-it note on that. And my straw, my so cute straw. I think the straw I can handle. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. We'll go ahead because I don't want to have to cut it again, and I want it to be really good. So we'll get that right in the middle there. I'm going to stick that on. Okay, so there is one of my friends who I went to on stage with. She's so funny. She's like, I don't know why the magnetic plate is so hard to figure out. She's like, you know what? People can figure out how to put men on the moon. Why can't we make a magnetic plate? I just thought that was funny. I don't know if any of you struggle with the not having a magnetic plate, but that's okay. All right, so there's our ice cream. Here, put the die back so we don't lose it. Here is our straw. How cute is that? And are you just dying to wait and see? It's so cute. There's our cherry. That's how I get them out a lot of times. I just drop them. If it doesn't come out, you can always take your pick, and that's what that little hole is for right there. The little hole is to, whoops, sorry. That little hole right there is to poke through so you can get it out. Okay, there are all our pieces that we need, and we're ready to build it on here. So cute, so cute. All right, I'm going to pop up the ice cream. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to stick in the straw. So this straw, look at this. There's a little hole here for a spoon or a straw. How great is that? So I'm going to stick this straw in. Now I want it to be, I kind of want it to stay on my paper. I can go a little bigger, I think. But I kind of want it to be there. I don't want it way off the edge. So I'm just going to trim this a little bit. And then I'm going to use my dimensional to hold it. So we'll put a dimensional on here. Saves a step in adhesive. So now my straw is set. And we'll put a couple more on, a few more. I'm curious, what's your favorite item in our new catalog? What is your favorite? You know, Dave, I might need to stop right now because you've got like several announcements.
Yeah.
You let me know when you're ready. All right, so I'm going to put that on there. Look how cute. It's so great. I love it. And then, of course, our little cherry on top. And the cherry is really fun to put crystal effects on because it really makes it pop out even more. There we go. Isn't that sweet? I love it. We are not done yet, though. Okay, let's bring back in our card. Should we call it a box card? I don't know. What do you think? Pop-up? Box? Pop-up?
Peekaboo box.
Peekaboo box? Well, it makes sound like I don't know. Any names in the chats? We'll have to look and see. So now on here, I'm only putting adhesive on this piece. I do not want it on that piece, and that's why originally I didn't put any on there. I just want it on this piece right here. And I'm going to show you who I copied this from because I think it's just, I was like, that was a great card. Go ahead and layer that right inside. I know it came out of there, so I know I can go back in there. And watch this. You ready? So cute. So cute. Now we're going to add, do you want me to stop now? Are you ready?
Sure.
I have two more things I'm going to add to the card, but I feel like you have several things to say. So
we have so many things going on today. So,
all right.
Sorry, getting everything.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. So Dave's got some fun things to tell you.
All right. So we have a number of things coming up. So many things.
Maybe just tell a couple and we'll come back at the end. Okay.
Yep. So first of all, as you know, anytime you want to know anything, go to thestamperstudio.com. Because that will be your location for seeing everything. Mm-hmm. But one of the first things we have coming up is our Prize Patrol. Prize Patrol is coming up this Thursday at 7:30.
What? This Thursday?
Wow. This Thursday.
Wow, okay.
Exactly. This Thursday at 7:30. This is a virtual event. It is free. Did I mention it's free?
It's free. And
this is a chance for you to see more things with the new catalog. Things that come out of there and win prizes. When you register for Prize Patrol, we will be emailing you 5 numbers. With those 5 numbers, as we draw numbers randomly, when we draw all 5 of your numbers, you win a prize. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. On top of that, you have an opportunity to get additional numbers, increase your chance, win prizes earlier in the evening by placing an order. If you place an order by Tuesday, that's the 10th, then we will get you 5 additional numbers. Now you have 10 numbers that when we draw any 5 of your 10 numbers, you win a prize.
Woo! And I know some of you have already placed an order, so you will get those extra numbers.
Exactly. We will be sending all the numbers most likely on Wednesday the 11th because we want to wait until you get your orders in.
Tuesday. Oh, Wednesday. Know. Sorry. Okay.
We want to wait till you get your orders in on Tuesday, and then we can go ahead and send you your numbers.
Also, there was another way. Do you remember another way to get more numbers, and that's invite a friend and let us know you invited a friend.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Also coming up, let me switch out our screen here. Also coming up, we have Card Cafe. Card Cafe is our in-person event that happens here in the studio. The next one is Saturday, January 21st. It is from 10 to noon. Card Cafe, if you remember, you come and you order 5 designs off the menu. Those 5 designs, you make 2 of each. So you leave here with 10 beautiful cards. The cost is $25. And register, as with everything, at thestamperstudio.com.
Yeah.
Nice button there for you to go ahead and register for Card Cafe.
And why not invite a friend?
Exactly.
You know, if you invite a friend, I think I'm going to have something for you.
We'll add a little extra bonus for you.
Yeah.
So Card Cafe coming up on the 21st. Register now.
Shall I finish the card?
Let's finish the card.
Like you sort of had a no. You should be a radio announcer, huh? All right, so I'm going to add, this is our twine in the Designer Series colors. Fun twine, that's my name for it. And I'm going to make, well, that was kind of a lot, but I'm going to make a double bow here, and I'm going to put it right down here. I thought about putting it here, but it looks better, I think, on the card. And then, of course, we got to stamp something on the inside. We have no words.
Cheryl says she loves Card Cafe.
Yes, and we have such a fun time, don't we, Cheryl? We laugh like crazy. Mary Jo is in Arizona, so we're going to miss her this month. But, oh, my goodness, it is so much fun. All right. So we're going to make a little bit of a bow there. We go. That one a little smaller. And, of course, there's that one. All right. So there's our little bow. I'm trying to make it like kind of even there. I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay, I made a big bow because, maybe a little smaller. We're going to put it right here on the bottom of our card. And it's going to look so cute. Just adds a little something to the card. So I'm going to put it right here. Let's grab a glue dot right here. And we will stick that on right below that little circle. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim some of these. That's got a little bit too much going on for me. So I'm going to trim those. Okay, there we are. How fun is that? Then the last thing we need to do is put inside a little sentiment. So I am going to stamp "The life is sweeter with you." Is that not just so cute? I love, love, love this. See, and that's what I was saying about the straw. I think I'm going to trim it a little bit more because I think it needs to be under that circle. There we go. So that it doesn't like catch on the circle. Okay, I'm going to stamp this just in basic or Memento black. And, oh, you know what? I did show you. I got excited about so many things. Life is sweeter with you. There you go. And if you're nervous about it getting crooked, one thing, if it doesn't work out, you just stamp on another piece of paper, another piece of cardstock, stick it on top, and you are all good. Or you could stamp it beforehand. But all right, so there it is. Isn't that darling? Actually, I have another card to show them, but do you want to make an announcement first, or?
Sure.
Okay.
What
Super Stampin' Sunday?
Sure. We can do that.
Okay.
Switch back my screens.
Isn't that so cute, though? I love it.
All right, share screen.
How could I do this without him? I do not know. All right. We have an event coming up that I do not want you to.
Sorry, it's having trouble loading, so
okay.
Let's just reload it.
There's an event coming up that I don't want you to miss, and it is on Super Bowl Sunday. If you are a football fan, you can still watch the game after Super Stamping Sunday. But if you are not a football fan, then great. You start.
Or if you are. Either way.
Either way. I know I said that
Anyone
already.
Can come.
You keep stamping and don't have to watch the game. All right. It looks like we might need to come back to that because it's a little closer.
That graphic is not coming up.
Come back to me. There we go. All right. So let me show you. Like I said, here's the original one I made. Let me show you where this came from. Just look in here at what the little differences are. So my straw is a little longer here because I made my cup a little shorter. Either is good, right? I copied this from Carol Rosengren. I was looking to see if she had a name on this card, but look how cute this is. And this is with the two-tone Flora, which is a super sweet. And then she double layered here, which I like that for this one. I looked at that on the Milkshake and I was like, I don't think so. But isn't that fun? So pretty with the little gems, just makes it pop out. And I was like, how did she do that? I actually started tearing it apart. And I was like, oh, no, I can figure this out. So there it is. Whatever we want to call this little box card, that's what it is. And then here's another card I made with the Milkshake, Share a Milkshake. And I want to show you that if you put crystal effects on that cherry, it really makes it just pop out. Can you see that? I'm going to come up a little closer and make sure you can see that. Isn't that fun? So this is a fun fold I copied from my friend, Amy Rich. And again, this is that designer series paper. There's our nice silver spoon. Got some hot fudge on there. And the fun thing about the hot fudge is that, I guess I call it hot fudge. The hot fudge dies is there is one for each size that fits each size of the ice cream. So anyway, so I didn't put any words inside. I kind of got schmutz all over, but that's okay. But this is another fun fold. And this is another one we'll be making in our card kit club. It's not a club anymore. It's just card kit. So these are two previews of what we'll be making in our card club. All right. I saw Stampin' Sunday come up on the screen. You think you're ready or no?
I think so. Let's try it.
All right. I want to let you know my eye is getting better. So that's a good thing. Had 2 days of school this week. That's a good thing.
All right. So as Lisa said, we do have Super Stamping Sunday coming up February 12th. This is our 3-for-1 deal because you get 3 amazing creative coaches, our demonstrators, Lisa, Tracy, and Amy. It goes from 11 to 2 on February 12th. It's $25. With that, you will get all the materials for the make and takes for our main sweets that we are featuring during the broadcast. You also have the option to add on to order the stamp sets that go with those make and takes. You also have an opportunity to, if you place an order that day, you can get some bonuses. And we also have add-on products and sweets that are
So add on
available.
like classes, right?
Additional classes,
Yeah.
make and takes that you get with videos to watch those. So all that's available on Super Stamping Sunday. As with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com to register.
And that's only $25, right?
Only $25.
That's just a deal. That's a deal for the three of us. All right. I think that's all I had, actually. Oh, no. Yeah, I think that's all I have. Oh, no, I don't. I have one more thing. So 2 things. If you have not gotten this, I say this every time, but if you've not gotten these, please let me know. I'll drop them in the mail to you. I want to show you something. Last night we had a very fun event with Karen Titus invited us to an event, and in the mail came a box. I had no idea. And I will show you just one thing that was in the box. How cute is this as a little, very simple cocoa holder? So just a regular card and then folding that down, stapled it here to make sure it stayed. And then today is a chocolate kind of day because we've got hot chocolate and we've got our Lindt chocolate. How cute is that? And this must be one of our new punch. I don't think I have that punch, but isn't that fun? That's just one thing. I also got a blanket and a really cool mug. So anyway, I'll show you those another time. But that's one of the fun things we get to do as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators is share the joy with each other.
All right, we have one other very fun thing to share with you.
Big announcement. Here we come.
Let me go ahead and get it up here.
Big announcement.
We sort of teased it a little bit on New Year's Eve is when we did that. And
here it is. Are you ready?
Here it is. Let me just switch that a little bit here to present.
All right. Is that what they're looking at now?
Yep, that's what they're looking at.
All right.
We are excited to announce our newest location. New location, you say? Yes. We are taking a huge leap and opening the Refuge Little Falls. Sorry, I'm trying to get to my right. So
the Refuge has been in our works, not that name, but a craft retreat for about 15 years. So about 15 years ago, we started planning or thinking we wanted one. It was the wrong time, and now's the right time.
Exactly. So the Refuge Little Falls, we are going to be hosting retreat weekends there. It'll also be available for you to rent out for your own friends to come. And whether you craft or you're just looking to have a girls' weekend or friends, couples weekend, whatever you want, the Crafters retreat will sleep 10 people in individual beds. Or if you have couples, it's sort of designed for 4 couples if you're going with couples. But
in their own room.
In their own rooms, yes. Keeping couples in their own room. But the craft space is for 10 people. It is a beautiful 1910 house that we are closing on this Friday in Little Falls.
Yep.
And so we are so excited to bring you more information as we get ready to do that. We'll be doing some soft opening stuff, but our target date right now is to open with our first retreat in March. So
it is beautiful, you guys. The porch is, there's this huge porch. There's a huge dining room, huge living room. So we are very, very excited. You want to come back to me, maybe?
I'm coming back.
All right. Thank you. We are very excited about that. And like I said, 15 years ago, we had a dream and we looked and we made a business plan, and then it just was the wrong time. And just lately, actually, Dave's like, I kind of want another project. And I was like, how about the basement? He's like, no, not quite that.
A little bigger.
Yeah, a little bigger project. So we've been looking at several different places, and this place is what God had for us. It's beautiful. So very excited about that. We're excited to have you guys come and be able to see it. So, all right. I see that Barb did say she loves the Fancy Flora suite, and that is what she got. That is one of the featured suites on Super Bowl or Super Stampin' Sunday. So that's it. I think that's all we have for you. That was a lot.
That's a lot today.
A lot. So I'm excited today because I'm going to go to a basketball game to see some of my students play. And it's great because I'm going to see one, but there's like 6 there. So love that. And I think that's it.
That's all we have.
You guys have a wonderful weekend. And if you stamp something, as I say, always put it in the chat. We'd love for you to share this news with others. And invite a friend. Things are always better with friends. I challenge you to invite a friend to Card Cafe, and then I will have a special gift for you and your friend. Okay?
And also to Price Patrol.
Prize Patrol. And to Prize Patrol. Right. Prize Patrol is coming up first. All right, friends, have a wonderful Saturday. And until I see you again on Monday, happy stamping.